April 1945. Berlin is no longer a capital, it is a carcass. The air trembles with artillery. Buildings collapse not with grandeur, but with exhaustion, brick by brick, street by street. Above ground, the war is ending in fire. But beneath it, something far quieter is unfolding. 40 feet below the ruins of the Reich Chancellery, behind reinforced concrete walls, Adolf Hitler is living out the final hours of his life. This is the story of the last day in the bunker. The Soviet army is closing in from every direction. There is no ambiguity left, no strategy, no miracle counterattack waiting in the wings. And yet, inside the Führerbunker, denial lingers like stale smoke. Hitler, now a shadow of the man who once commanded millions, paces through dimly lit corridors. His left hand trembles uncontrollably. His voice, once thunderous, has thinned into something brittle, controlled, but fragile. Those around him notice it. They don't speak of it, because to acknowledge it would be to admit that everything is over. The bunker itself is claustrophobic. Low ceilings, narrow passageways. The air is thick, humid, recycled. Electric lights flicker fainter against concrete walls that were never meant to hold the weight of a collapsing empire above them. There is no sunlight here, only maps, telephones, and silence, broken occasionally by the distant rumble of Soviet artillery. Every explosion above feels closer than the last. Still, Hitler clings to illusion. He studies maps obsessively, moving divisions that no longer exist, ordering counterattacks from generals who cannot respond. Entire armies, reduced to pencil lines and desperate imagination. At one point, he demands that General Steiner launch a counteroffensive to save Berlin. There is just one problem. Steiner has no army. When this truth is finally revealed to him, something shifts. Witnesses later describe it not as rage, but collapse. A quiet, internal breaking. The fantasy is over. By the morning of April 29th, the situation is beyond recovery. Berlin is surrounded. Escape is impossible. And for the first time, Hitler acknowledges what everyone else already knows. He will not leave the bunker alive. But even now, there is ceremony. Late into the night, in a bunker lit by artificial light and the distant echo of artillery, Adolf Hitler marries Eva Braun. It is a small, almost surreal moment, a brief attempt at normality in a world that has completely unraveled. There are no grand celebrations, no audience, just a handful of loyal staff standing awkwardly in a concrete room as the Third Reich quietly dissolves around them. After the ceremony, they retreat to a private room. Witnesses say Eva is calm, almost relieved. Hitler, on the other hand, is distant, withdrawn, already somewhere else entirely. Outside, Berlin burns. Inside, time is running out. And beneath it all, the bunker grows quieter. Because now, there are no more illusions left to maintain. Only one final decision remains. April 30th, 1945. The last day. By midday, the sound of Soviet artillery is deafening. It no longer echoes in the distance, it crashes directly overhead. The bunker trembles with each impact. Dust falls from the ceiling. The walls hold, but only just. Inside, there is a strange calm, not peace, but resignation. Staff move quietly through corridors, speaking in hushed tones. Some avoid eye contact entirely. Others linger, unsure whether to stay or flee. There is no command structure anymore, only waiting. Hitler spends the morning in isolation. He eats very little, speaks even less. At one point, he emerges briefly to say farewell to those who have remained loyal to him until the end. It is not a grand speech, no rallying cry, just a series of subdued handshakes and hollow words. The kind of goodbye that carries the weight of inevitability. Then, he withdraws, one final time. Shortly after 3 p.m., Adolf Hitler and Eva Braun enter a private room. The door closes behind them. Outside, those waiting know exactly what is about to happen. No one tries to stop it. No one speaks. They simply wait. Minutes pass. Then, a single gunshot, sharp, final, unmistakable. When the door is opened, the scene is exactly as expected. Hitler sits slumped on a sofa, a pistol at his side. Eva Braun lies beside him, still, silent. The war, for him, is over. But even in death, there are instructions. Orders had been given in advance. His body must not be captured, must not be displayed, must not become a symbol. Outside, in the ruined garden above the bunker, aides carry the bodies up narrow staircases and through shattered exits. The world above is unrecognizable. Burning buildings, smoke-filled skies, the sound of gunfire in every direction, Berlin in its final moments. They place the bodies in a shell crater, pour petrol over them, and set them alight. There is no ceremony, no dignity, just fire, consuming what remains of a man who once believed he would rule for 1,000 years. Within days, Berlin will fall. Within weeks, the war in Europe will end. But in that moment, standing over a burning crater in a destroyed city, there is no victory, only silence. Because history, for all its noise and fury, often ends like this. Not with triumph, not with glory, but with a single quiet moment where everything simply stops. And deep beneath the ruins of Berlin, the bunker remains, empty, still. A tomb, not just for a man, but for an entire illusion.